As men, we are often taught to value strength, independence, and self-sufficiency. While these are certainly admirable traits, they can also lead us to neglect an important aspect of our lives, the ability to be alone. Many of us fear being alone. We worry that it means we are weak, that we are undesirable, or that we are missing out on something. But the truth is, learning to be alone can be one of the most powerful and transformative experiences of our lives. The fear of being alone is a common experience among men. Society often reinforces the idea that men should be social and outgoing, and that being alone is a sign of weakness or failure. This pressure to be constantly surrounded by others can lead to a fear of rejection and loneliness, which can have negative consequences on our mental health and well-being. The rise of social media has also contributed to this fear of being alone. We are bombarded with images of other people's seemingly perfect lives, which can make us feel inadequate and lonely. The constant need for validation and attention can make it difficult for us to disconnect from the world around us and embrace solitude. However, avoiding being alone can have negative consequences as well. It can lead to a lack of self-awareness and self-discovery, as well as a lack of independence and self-reliance. While being alone can be uncomfortable and even painful at times, it can also be one of the most transformative experiences of our lives. When we are alone, we have the opportunity to truly connect with ourselves. We can reflect on our thoughts and feelings, explore our passions and interests, and discover who we truly are as individuals. Being alone can also teach us important life skills, such as self-reliance, adaptability, and creativity. When we are forced to rely on ourselves for companionship and entertainment, we learn to be resourceful and inventive in finding ways to occupy our time and satisfy our needs. Additionally, being alone can have a positive impact on our mental health and emotional well-being. It can provide us with a much-needed break from the constant demands of the world around us and give us the space we need to recharge and rejuvenate. While the fear of being alone can be challenging to overcome, it is possible. The first step is acknowledging the fear and its root cause. We need to understand where our fear is coming from and what triggers it. Challenging negative thoughts and beliefs is also an important step in overcoming the fear of being alone. We need to question the negative beliefs we have about being alone and challenge them with positive, empowering beliefs. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can also be helpful in overcoming the fear of being alone. These practices can help us become more aware of our thoughts and feelings and allow us to develop a more positive relationship with solitude. If necessary, seeking professional help can also be beneficial. A therapist can help us work through our fears and develop coping strategies to overcome them. Gradual exposure to being alone is another effective way to overcome the fear of being alone. Start by spending short periods of time alone and gradually increase the amount of time you spend alone. This can help you become more comfortable with being alone and develop a positive relationship with solitude. Once we have overcome our fear of being alone, it is important to develop a positive relationship with solitude. This involves adopting a growth mindset and embracing solitude as an opportunity for personal growth. Finding meaningful activities to do alone can be a helpful way to develop a positive relationship with solitude. This can include activities such as reading, writing, meditation, or pursuing a creative hobby. Building a support system of like-minded individuals can also be helpful. This can include joining a group or club that shares your interests or values, or simply spending time with friends who also value solitude and personal growth. Balancing alone time with social interaction is also important. While being alone can be beneficial, it is also important to maintain social connections and engage in meaningful social interactions. Learning to be alone as a man can be challenging, but it is also one of the most transformative experiences of our lives. By overcoming our fear of being alone and developing a positive relationship with solitude, we can discover who we truly are as individuals, develop important life skills, and improve our mental health and emotional well-being. Remember, being alone does not mean you are weak or undesirable. It means you are strong enough to face your fears and grow into the best version of yourself.